Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is RemovableSanity and today I am reviewing Story of a Gladiator, developed and published by BrainSeal Limited on the Xbox One X. Story of a Gladiator is best described as an arena experience with a fun 2D cartoon art style. The developers, BrainSeal Limited, have gone with an all-out arena hack and slash with some light RPG elements to change things up. The premise of the game is simple yet effective. You are a common man who has lost everything in the war against the Roman Empire. Your family is dead, your friends are dead, your house has been burnt down, and your land is now under Roman rule. Despite such misfortune, you have managed to escape slavery, or worse. You spend much of your time in the streets of Rome, looking for some sort of meaning to your life, and wondering why the gods have spared you. One day, fate finally reveals itself as a brutal gladiator with the word "Don't lose" ringing in your ear. And this leads me to the gameplay. You start off by choosing your character, which there are 3 of, and each of these have a unique special starter bonus, like 1 extra skill or 5% more health. Once chosen, you are taken to the game's main hub, simply called City, which will become the main zone for your character's development. Here you get to visit different NPCs that each will provide you with their particular items you'll need to succeed in the arena. For instance, the combat trainer is where you can learn and upgrade active and passive skills, and you get 1 per level. You can change any skill on the fly should you find you have to make a mistake or you need to take advantage of a particular attack. One recommendation I would say is to get your dodge and stamina up as soon as possible. The next main NPC you'll be visiting is the blacksmith, who will be providing you with a plethora of weapons, shields and armour. You have the possibility to customise the skins of the equipment a little bit, which really helps in making your gladiator your own. The store next door provides you with amulets, which provides you a constant buff as long as you wear it, and one I would recommend in taking. These are upgraded by the number of stars you earn in fights. The butcher provides you with consumables you can eat to buff yourself prior to a match, and the shopkeeper provides you with one-hit items like spears. The animal trainer provides you with an AI animal to join you in your fights, whilst the temple gives you the chance to appropriate support from a deity during the battle if the audience in the arena likes your murderous skills. Now, after you have buffed, prayed and upgraded your character, it's time for you to move into the arena itself. There are 3 sequential campaigns. At first we fight against the Greeks, then against the Africans, and finally against the Romans. In the beginning, the fights start off pretty easy and simple, but they soon become more difficult and will require you to adapt your tactics and skills to survive. By the time you start fighting the Africans, levels and characters have become more varied. The game boasts over 80 enemy gladiators and 20 ferocious animals, each with unique fighting strategy. Arenas themselves also change from your standard pit to zones filled with spear traps and pits. Furthermore, there are boss fights who again have their own special difficulty. Now, whilst this may look like a simple hack and slash, combos and well-timed dodges are essential. Attacks and defense need to be carefully planned, as your stamina is limited. Also, you have to remember you are here to thrill the audience, which is recommended, as in doing so, they show some support in the form of things thrown into the arena. These range from extra health, money, and even rocks to stun and daze your opponents. Doing well in combat and showing off brutal attacks will not only satisfy the audience, but in turn also keeps the deity happy, who, also when sated, allows you to generate an arena-wide special attack. After you win a fight, you are given a star rating, coin and experience that depends on how much health you have left and how much damage you did. The better you do, the more stars you get, which in turn helps upgrade your amulets. Now don't worry if you don't win a fight, as you still get something, just heavily reduced. All fights can be repeated at any time, and it is essential to do so to farm for money and level ups. With the money and experience, you can then improve your equipment and skills. Now at first this may seem a bit of a grind, but because there's always something you are after in terms of buying or upgrading, it doesn't feel like it, and I can say without a doubt the fights themselves are fun. However, there are some issues. One aspect is that once you have won a fight, you are instantly taken back to the city, which is a pain if you just want to continue farming. In my opinion, the difficulty level is a bit steep, but this is mostly due to the enemy's AI attacks. There is no invincibility frames, which can be an instant death when the enemies will surround you and spam attacks. So what about the graphics? The hand-drawn art style is nice and vibrant and works well when there's multitude of enemies on the screen. I saw no frame drops, and the level design was as well crafted to provide a feeling of substance over content recycling. Being able to change your character and AI companion is a lovely touch, but I do hope there are more variations later added on to help keep this game feeling fresh. So what about the sound? The general music of the game is nice and ramps up when you're in a fight, which only heightens the tension. The city sounds, however, are a bit on the repetitive side and get on your nerves a bit. Enemy AI and weapon sounds have a nice weighty oomph to them and help sell the sound of metal on metal. Voice work is limited as the character doesn't speak, however I can say it sounded fantastic when telling of the story. I really thought they had got some Hollywood actor to deliver the lines, as the voice really conveys well what is happening. Now this leads me on to the rating of the game. Now I rate games in order of avoid, on sale, great purchase and must own. My rating of Story of a Gladiator is a great purchase. The game is fun to play, challenging, and can easily suck you in with its addictive progression. I can see some looking at the art style as simplistic and foregoing it without even playing it, but if you do, I think you'll find this is a bit of a hidden gem and maybe to your liking. It also boasts a roguelike mode for replayability. Now the game is currently priced on Xbox at £9.19, or approximately $12, and depending on your skill and patience would give you about 20 hours worth of gameplay to get through all campaigns. More Gladiator games are needed, and BrainSeal Limited have given it a good shot with their visual style, light RPG elements and simple but effective combat. This is a developer to keep an eye on, and a game I think most will enjoy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. I do hope you like this review, and if you do, please like, share and subscribe if you so wish. And if you would like to put some notes or even just a comment in the comment section, I do like reading them. Anyway, have a great time gaming, and I'll see you all again soon.